Yeah, especially yesterday in the first round. Mike Lissette joins us with a deep dive into Jeff Peterson's draft day decisions. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Casey. You know, there ultimately were a lot of ways night one of the draft could have gone for Jeff Peterson. He had big decisions to make, and as you know, he had to make them fast. With time running out before Charlotte was set to make the fourth pick in the first round of the NBA draft Wednesday, Hornets VP Jeff Peterson weighed his options.
We had some opportunities to move back. I certainly had some conversations, but again, we felt like it wasn't worth the cost, I would say, to move back.
In the end, he and his team stayed put, ultimately landing Duke's Knueppel. With the sharpshooting swingman, most scouts believe what you see is what you get. But Peterson thinks there's more to his game than meets the eye.
He's more than just a shooter. He's a versatile player.
He's also instant offense, someone who soon could be living his best life getting open shots from a penetrating LaMelo Ball.
You know, obviously I'm coming in and I'm just going to give it my all right away and be ready to work hard and hopefully affect winning in a big time way.
But what he won't be doing here in Charlotte is sharing the floor with fellow Duke alum Mark Williams. That's because shortly after taking Knueppel, Peterson went back to work and he ended up solving two problems at once. By making a trade with the Suns, Peterson got Charlotte additional offensive support in UConn's Liam McNeeley. And he also got rid of a disgruntled Williams, months after a trade with the Lakers failed to go through.
We started to get some calls about, you know, things could move around a little bit. You know, I can't get into all the details of the trade, of course, but again, we felt good about it.
For the moment, the early hours of Thursday morning, Peterson could breathe a sigh of relief.
Look, I love where we are right now. Obviously, we'll see how free agency shakes out, but I think we're in a really good spot.
And while he understands more work is ahead, Peterson feels both he and the team have taken a huge step toward turning the franchise into a contender again. I think overall, a very impressive job by Jeff Peterson on Wednesday night. I think the one thing that would have made it a super-duper night would have been if they were able to get Knueppel, but only after using, say, someone like Ace Bailey as trade bait to get something else in return. Now, they did that later in the round, but I think they would have gotten a little more bang for their buck if they had done it in the top five. So, but overall, I'm very happy with what the Hornets were able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you think about the versatility with the guys they were able to get tonight. Now, obviously, you know, Sion James, a lot of people talked about, you know, possibly not the best scorer, but they addressed that last night. I think he's a guy that brings a lot of good versatility on the defensive end in the backcourt, something that we all know they need. But Kalkbrenner, a very interesting pick because we know their center depth probably not the best right now after trading Mark Williams. So I think that's a guy that can develop, but I think that'll be another thing that we see them address in free agency. But as for the guys that they got, I feel pretty good about it.
I like Kalkbrenner. I like what he had to say. He was very confident. He was like, not a lot of people are expecting much out of a second-round guy. Right. I want to show them a little more. I got the sense there was an edge to him, that he had a chip on his shoulder. He was definitely confident. I didn't get the sense it was arrogant. I got the sense that he's here on a mission and he wants to prove to people that he can play.
Well, and the Hornets need people like that, right? They need guys that are going to come in, that are going to be confident, that are going to maybe prove people wrong, because a lot of people were, you know, questioning some of the choices that the Hornets were making, but I think they were being very strategic in what they were trying to do.
Yeah, certainly want to get guys that fit that Hornets DNA, as they say.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.